Hi guys, welcome to the video. My name is CA Varshith Gowda and I am here to make your accounts a little bit easier. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the unit depreciation and amortization. There, especially in this video, I'll be focusing only on the accounting part. That is, we'll be learning about the accounting of non-current assets. That means when you purchase a non-current asset, what is the entries to pass? When you are depreciating the non-current asset, what is the entries to be passed? Then when you are disposing of a non-current asset, then what is the entries to be passed? Please focus guys, I am speaking in this video only about accounting of depreciation. Okay, very important. Now come on, I'll also solve a question and I would like to clear all those doubts that you have with respect to depreciation and amortization with respect to accounting of depreciation and amortization. Okay, now before entering into this question, I would like to brush upon the journal entries that we are supposed to know. Okay, so come on guys. So shall we start? First one, when you purchase or when you acquire a non-current asset, okay, or what is the entries that you will pass when you acquire or when you construct a non-current asset, whatever it is, what is the entries that you will pass? The entry that I will pass is whenever I purchase or construct a non-current asset, my non-current asset, which is an asset, my non-current asset is an asset that is increasing. Asset increasing, debit. 2. What is happening? My money is going. My money in the bank or cash, which is an asset that is going. So 2, bank or cash account. Credit. Okay, say suppose 10 lakh rupees. So understanding, my non-current asset, which is an asset increasing, debit. To bank or cash, which is an asset decreasing, credit. This is the entry that I will pass the moment I purchase any non-current asset or construct any non-current asset. What will I do next? The next thing will be do is depreciate all the non-current assets. Okay, where benefit is for more than 12 months, except land will be depreciated because land is a appreciating asset, it will not be depreciated. Now, what is the entry for depreciation, guys? Here, there are two methods that we use. One possibility is the moment you are providing depreciation, depreciation is an expense. Depreciation is an expense that is increasing. So, depreciation account is an expense. Depreciation is an expense. Expense increasing, debit. Let me assume that depreciation is 1 lakh rupees per annum. So, 1 lakh. 2, what is happening? So, whenever you are passing depreciation, the value of non-current asset is decreasing. The value of non-current asset is decreasing. So, 2, non-current asset account is an asset. Because of depreciation, it is decreasing. So, asset decreasing, credit. 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Done. This is one way of providing depreciation. Depreciation expense increasing debit. Non-current asset is an asset decreasing credit. Done. One more possibility for depreciation is this is one more, or one more possibility is for depreciation only. Depreciation is an expense increasing debit, same thing as above. 2. Here, instead of crediting non-current asset, what I'll do is I'll not touch non-current asset account. I'll leave it like that only. That means what? Non-current asset will be at cost only forever because depreciation is not touching non-current asset account. I'm not touching non-current asset account. I'm touching another account called as provision for depreciation account. Provision for depreciation account, 1 lakh. What I am doing is generally the depreciation expense is debited and it is credited to asset. Here I am not crediting the non-current asset. I am crediting a separate account called as provision for depreciation. Now, the nature of depreciation account here is we already know it is like expense. Guys, this classification I am giving for the purpose of your accounting to decide whether debit or credit. Now, expense increasing, that's why I have debited. Guys, this account is ulta of non-current asset is what I would like to call. Okay, it's ulta of non-current asset and the ulta of asset, ulta account. For example, if you see capital, then drawings is ulta account of capital, ulta nature. See capital, the moment you introduce capital, capital account is credited. If something is drawn, no, capital account can be debited, but we have a practice of showing drawings in a separate account. Correct? No. Now, drawings is the ulta account of capital. Purchase returns is the ulta account of purchase. Like that. This provision for depreciation is kind of ulta account for non-current asset. So, the rules applicable is like liability. It is not a liability case. Provision for depreciation is not a liability. For the purpose of applying rules, I am telling you it is like liability. Or what you can know is ulta of asset rules. Ulta of asset is what? Liability. No. That's why I am telling. For your application of accounting rules, you treat it like a liability, but it is not a liability. It is ulta of asset. That's why I'm asking you to treat it as a liability. Now, provision for depreciation, it's ulta of NCA like liability. That means if you go to balance sheet, I've told you. Now, what happens in provision for depreciation account is every year depreciation is charged, depreciation account debit 2. It is sent to provision for depreciation account. Now this provision for depreciation account, every year depreciation it accumulates. And since every time it is getting credited, whenever you are passing depreciation, provision for depreciation account will have a credit balance, because if it is getting credited every time, then credit will be more than debit. Therefore, provision for depreciation account has a credit balance. Okay, because its credits will be more than debit, and I've told you it is like liability. Now liabilities generally will have credit balance, like that also you can remember. So this is one more way. What happens in provision for depreciation? The balance of all the accumulated depreciation will be maintained. So then how will it be shown? I'm talking about second method. In second method, what will happen is, when actually the balance sheet is prepared, correct? No. When actually the balance sheet is prepared, your non-current asset, which will go to balance sheet, so it will come in asset side. I hope you know this is asset side and this is liability side. Okay. Here it will be shown as non-current asset of how much? 10 lakh rupees. Okay. And this accumulated depreciation, provision for depreciation account, this is like liability. So will it go to liability side? Technically, if it is like liability, it should go to liability side. But is it actually liability? For the purpose of accounting, it is ulta nature of asset, which is like liability. So rules applicable is liability, but it is actual liability. Am I supposed to pay someone? No. So this provision for depreciation, since it has like liability nature, should have come in liability side, but we'll show it as a subtraction in the asset side. We'll show it as a subtraction in asset side. Guys, showing something in the liability side or subtracting the same from the asset side, both are one and the same. Okay. Now see what happened here. This is how I present in the second possibility. Okay. In first possibility, what will happen, sir? In first possibility, how is it shown in balance sheet? Guys, in first possibility, very simple. No provision for depreciation account. At the end of the year, your NCA account balance will be what? When you bought, it was 10 lakh. Okay. And when you pass the first depreciation entry, NCA is credited. Debit 10, credit 1. 10 minus 1. Directly NCA account will be shown at 9 lakh rupees. Because the balance of NCA account has only become 9 lakh. Because when you purchased, you have debited NCA for 10 lakh. And when you gave depreciation, you credited NCA by 1 lakh. So 10 minus 1, it is 9. Okay. This is how the presentation differs. Okay, two methods for depreciation. So depreciating is done. What happens to this depreciation account, guys, later? What happens in depreciation account ledger? Since depreciation is an expense, later it will be transferred to P&L account. Here also, this will be transferred to P&L account later. Because it's an expense, expenses or income will go to P&L. Okay. Asset, liability or capital will be balanced, because we want to carry the balance of those accounts, asset, liability and capital, to the next year. Clear, no? All of you done? Yes. Now the third part is disposal. Disposal means sale of non-current asset. Sir, now what to do? Guys, now this is a little crazy. Focus. Okay. Now, before starting with disposal, okay, one thing that you should know is, okay, one thing that you should ask yourself before starting with the sale of NCA accounting is, before, okay, just now we learned depreciation has two methods, correct? One where provision for depreciation account is not maintained, and one more is where provision for depreciation account is maintained. So one is where provision for depreciation account is not maintained. Another one is where provision for depreciation account is maintained. Two depreciation methods we learned. Okay. Now your sale of NCA accounting also differs based on what depreciation accounting that you have followed. If you have followed this one, accounting will be a little, sale of NCA accounting will be a little different. If you have followed this method for depreciation, then sale of NCA account will be a little different. Okay. Now first question you have to ask is, am I giving depreciation via this accounting or this accounting? Okay. So that you have to answer first. First take an answer. Okay. Next. Let's assume that provision for depreciation account is not maintained. Okay. That means you are normally doing depreciation. So if you are not maintaining provision for depreciation account for depreciation, then for depreciation what will be the entry? It is normal depreciation account debit to non-current asset. That's all. Asset is directly decreasing. Okay. Now, say suppose we are selling non-current asset for, say, 9,50,000 rupees. Okay. We are selling non-current asset. At the end of year 1. Okay. Now first thing what you have to do is, I'll teach you in step 1. Step 1 is give depreciation to the asset that is being sold till the date of sale. So first step that you have to do is, see, generally we have the practice of giving depreciation only at the end of the year, correct? No. Now what you have to do is, when sale has happened, no. The thing is, we have not given depreciation yet. Okay. The first step that you have to do is, when sale of non-current asset is happening, please first give depreciation till the date of sale. Okay, first you have to do that. Okay, we'll do it off. So if you come back to the previous example, I had bought this asset for 10 lakh rupees. 1 year depreciation 1 lakh. Okay. So if you see, in this example, I have already given depreciation of 1 lakh, because when am I selling? I am selling it at the end of year 1. So for your convenience, what I will do is, I will make it selling of non-current asset for 9,50,000 rupees at the end of year 2. For year 1, I have already given depreciation. For year 2, at the end of year 2, I am selling this asset. For the year 2, have I given depreciation? No. So what I will do is, for year 2, first I will give depreciation. So what is the entry for giving depreciation? In this method, remember, we are not maintaining provision for depreciation account. So for year 2, depreciation entry will be depreciation account debit to non-current asset account 1 lakh So first step I did, please give depreciation till the date of sale. Here, good that I am selling the asset at the end of the year. What if I am selling the asset in the middle of year 2? Then you have to give only 6 months depreciation, because in middle means mid, we have 12 months, mid of the year means 6 months. Give depreciation only till 6 months if you have sold in middle. That means assuming 31st March is our year end, then where will 6 months end? April, May, June, July, August, September. If you are selling the asset on 30th September, where your financial year is from April to March, then if you are selling the asset on 30th September, then you will give depreciation till only 30th September. That means only 6 months depreciation. Here I am selling it at the end of year 2. So year 2 entire depreciation I have given. So step 1 done. Step 2. Step 2, what am I supposed to do? Step 2, calculation of profit or loss on sale. So how to calculate profit or loss on sale of NCA? So what you have to do is, loss is equal to sale value minus carrying amount of NCA on date of sale. So what is carrying amount means? Carrying amount means cost minus depreciation that is given till date of sale. Okay, cost minus depreciation till date. So I have sold this machinery for how much? 9,50,000. So I told you selling NCA for 9,50,000. Carrying amount is, the cost is 10 lakh when you bought. And till now, till the date of sale, how much depreciation? 1 lakh in year 1, 1 lakh in year 2. Till now, 2 lakh depreciation year 2. So carrying value is 8 lakh. So 9 lakh 50,000 minus 8 lakh. That means 1 lakh 50,000 is profit. Okay. Guys, first focus on the steps. Okay. How to post it in ledger, I will tell you. Okay. However, in depreciation, your journal entries is not expected. Directly ledgers are expected. So we'll see the ledger postings also. Step 3. Okay, sir. We found out profit or sale. Now what I have to do is post the bank receipt, bank or cash receipt entry in non-current asset account. Okay, I'll show that. So these are the steps that you have to follow whenever there is selling of non-current asset and provision for depreciation account is not maintained. Okay, now let's do the posting for this example. Okay, now come on, what is the posting? Let's assume this is the non-current asset. We are putting the ledger. So date, particulars, amount. Date, particulars, amount. Credit, debit. Okay. Now first what did we do? First thing is we purchased. This was the entry. Non-current asset to bank or cash. It will come in the debit side. So to cash or bank account. Assuming this happened in the beginning. Okay. How much? 10 lakh. Then what did I do? After that, the second thing I did is depreciation. Guys, since we are learning sale of machinery or sale of non-current asset where provision for depreciation is not maintained, I am taking the A part. B part we will do next. So this is the entry pass for depreciation. That means your non-current asset account is credited. Depreciation is generally charged at the year end. So 31st March 21. So if you see the entry we passed was depreciation account debit to NCA account. NCA account is credited in the journal entry. So here also it will be credited. So by depreciation account, it was 1 lakh. So that's all. First year depreciation done. So what will I do? Now non-current asset account is an asset account which will go to balance sheet. So I will balance it off. I will not send it to P&L. So 31,321 by balance carried down. It is 9 lakh. So done. Closed with this ledger. Now this balance will be carried forward to the next year. 1,421 2. Balance brought down. It is 9 lakh. Now in this year sale has happened. Now we have to start following the steps. First step was give depreciation till the date of sale. Date of sale is end of the year. That is 31/3/22. So by depreciation account. Now one important thing. See, in this example we have only one asset. That is how we have framed the example. Generally what happens in other questions or in reality, there will be many non-current assets. Okay. When I say give depreciation till the date of sale, will you give depreciation to all the assets that is there till the date of sale? Or will you give depreciation only to the asset that you are selling till the date of sale? Guys, you are giving depreciation only to the asset that you are selling till the date of sale, not to the all. Sir, what about others? We will give depreciation to other assets which is not sold in the end of the year, after all the sale entries is done. Okay, very important point, note it down. Now here, by depreciation account for second year I have given 1 lakh rupees. Done. Step 1 done. Step 2, calculate profit or loss. I calculated. I've got profit of 1 lakh 50. Sir, where to post it? Guys, if it is profit, okay, it will come in debit side of non-current asset. If it is loss, it generally comes in credit side of non-current asset account. Here it was what? Profit, so it comes in debit side. So 31/3/22 2. Profit on sale. So profit, it comes in debit side. How much? 1,50,000. Step 2 done. Guys, profit comes in debit side of non-current asset account. Loss comes in credit side of non-current asset. Okay. Now done. Profit came. Step 2 done. Next. Step 3. Post the bank receipt. How much money did I receive when I sold this asset? I have sold this for 9,50,000. That means I would have received money of 9,50,000. Then on 31/3/22 by whenever I receive money, bank account is debited. So by bank account, I received money of 9,50,000 rupees. Okay. So bank account is debited, non-current asset account is credited because I have received money. Okay, bank should be debited. If you see the journal entry, bank is debited. Bank is debited in bank account, guys. In non-current asset, of course, it will be credited. Okay. So also recorded the bank receipt entry. Every time bank receipt entry will come in credit side only. Depreciation entry will come in credit side only. If it is profit on sale, it comes in debit side. If it is loss on sale, it comes in credit side. Done. Did we do all the sale entry? Yes, we are done. So now, what will you do? All the sale entries done under this method. Now you will balance it off. Okay. If you balance, technically now the balance should be how much? Guys, it should be 0 because we had one asset which we have sold it entirely, no other asset in the block. Correct? If you see, the balance will automatically be 0. It is auto balanced. 10,50,000, 10,50,000. So no need to balance. Account is closed. Clear? Did you understand? First step, give depreciation till the date of sale, which comes in credit side only for that asset which you are selling. Then bank receipt entry, which comes in credit side only every time. Then if it is profit on sale, comes in debit side. If it is loss on sale, it comes in credit side. So first possibility done. Which was the first possibility? Where provision for depreciation account is not maintained. Can we go to the second possibility? Where provision for depreciation account is maintained? No. Still it is not over. We are still in the first point. Okay. Now sometimes they'll ask you to do all the sale entries in by using machinery disposal account. Same thing, we are in the first part only still. What was that first part? Where provision for depreciation is not maintained. In questions, what they'll ask is, do all this, do all the sale entries by using machinery disposal account. Then how will you do it? Guys, pretty simple. What we are doing in this method is all the entries with respect to sale of non-current asset, we are bringing it to machinery disposal account. Okay, machinery or non-current asset disposal account. Okay, clear? What we'll do is everything related to sale, we'll bring it to non-current asset disposal account and we'll do it. So I'll teach you, very simple. So in this case, okay, what you have to do is, I'll show. First we'll be having non-current asset account. Okay, when you purchase it, the entry is to bank or cash. I bought it for 10 lakh first year. Then first year depreciation you will get 31,321 by depreciation account. It was 1 lakh. Then you will balance it by balance carry down 9 lakh. Okay, next this balance will be carried forward to balance brought down 9 lakh. So from now, first year done, from now the sale entries is supposed to start. Okay, now how it differs is your question. Now what we'll do is, we'll open one non-current asset disposal account also. Okay. Okay, I'll open one account. Now what I'll do is, whatever entries with respect to selling, okay, I'll bring it to this disposal account. That is all the idea. So let's follow the same steps. First step was what? First step, give depreciation till the date of sale. Okay, first we'll give it off. Where will we give depreciation? Normally, we'll give depreciation in NCA account in this method. So 31,322. First give depreciation till the date of sale. It is sold in the end of the year. So 1 lakh per annum is the depreciation. So 1 lakh. Okay. So given depreciation till the date of sale. Second what you have to do is calculate profit or loss. That we have already calculated. Same. We have already calculated. Profit is 1,50,000 rupees. No doubt. Now what you have to do is, generally earlier in the first part, all the entries, bank receipt entry, profit or loss entry, I have put it in NCA account only. If you see, I have put it in NCA account only. Here what I do is, I'll put everything in NCA disposal. So when you receive money, okay, generally bank, that would have come in credit side of NCA account. No, now it will come in credit side of NCA disposal. So 31,322 what? By bank account 9 lakh. Then you have all the relevant information of machinery non-current asset. You have all the relevant information of non-current asset in non-current asset account. That is here. So non-current asset account information is here. Bank receipt entry is there in non-current asset disposal account. Not correct. So whatever balance you have in non-current asset, you transfer it off to disposal account, because there we are doing all the things. So whatever balance of of that NCA that you are selling is there in NCA account, you transfer it to NCA disposal account. So how much? 9 lakh minus 1 lakh depreciation is there. So that means the carrying value of that asset which you are selling is 8 lakhs. 8 lakhs you transfer it to disposal account. So 31,322 by non-current asset disposal account. Sir, how did you know that we have to transfer 8 lakhs? Guys, carrying amount. What is the carrying amount of the asset that I am selling? 10 lakh, 1 lakh depreciation. What was carrying amount first of all? Here we have already calculated. See, carrying amount is 10 minus 2, 8 lakh. Carrying amount is cost minus depreciation till date. So carrying amount is 8 lakh. That carrying amount of that asset which is lying in non-current asset account, that you transfer it off to. Carrying amount is the amount at which the asset is carried in that account balance sheet. Okay. Now, right now, okay, the moment I've passed the depreciation entry till the date of sale, what is the value of this non-current asset? 10 minus 2 years depreciation, 8 lakhs is the amount at which the asset is carried. Should this amount be there in NCA account only even if the asset is getting sold? No, it should not be there. So that's why whatever carrying amount is there as on the date of sale, that much amount I'm transferring it off to non-current asset disposal account from non-current asset. So the carrying amount is 8 lakhs. We've already calculated. That much I'll transfer it to non-current asset disposal account. This is automatically closed. So come here. So that means it will come here. So here if you see non-current disposal account is debited as a journal entry. So this side. What am I doing? Whatever information we had in non-current asset account, that I am bringing it to non-current asset disposal. So to okay. Now the beauty of non-current asset disposal account is one thing is bank receipt, post it here. Whatever information with respect to non-current asset that is lying in non-current asset account, bring it to NCA disposal account. That's all. The differential will be automatically profit. No need to calculate also. Now see, what is the differential? Credit side is 100, debit side is lower. So we have a difference of 1,50,000 in debit side. So generally, what did I tell? What will come in debit side? If it is profit on sale, it will come in debit side. If it is loss on sale, it comes in credit side. Same logic here. The balance is nothing but profit on sale. Or however what you can do is however you have calculated profit as 1,50,000 and profit comes in the debit side of the machinery disposal account. We put it like that. In that case your account is automatically closed. The disposal account is automatically closed the moment disposal is made. See, that's all. What did I do? I created one more account called as NCA disposal account. Money received, I have recorded in NCA disposal only. Whatever relevant information was there in NCA account, the carrying value. How much was carrying value? Cost minus depreciation till date, 8 lakhs. That 8 lakhs have transferred it to disposal only because since disposal is happening in disposal account, disposal accounting is happening in disposal account, bring all the relevant information to disposal. So from a non-current asset account, you bought it to NCA disposal. Bank receipt, NCA disposal. Profit on sale, you have bought it in NCA disposal. Enough. Done. You have done the disposal accounting via using NCA disposal account. Clear? Now this first part is over, where provision for depreciation account is not maintained. Now we'll come to the second part, okay, where provision for depreciation account is maintained. So shall we focus on this, sir? Okay, so first in this, that means we'll have two accounts. One is non-current asset account, okay, and we'll have one provision for depreciation account. So let's start. When you purchase the asset, what is the entry that you pass? Non-current asset to bank or cash. So 1,422. It is. Then at the end of the year, then will you give depreciation in non-current asset account only? No, no, no. Where this is the second part where provision for depreciation is maintained. That means depreciation entries will come in provision for depreciation account, not in NC account. NC account will always be at cost only. So depreciation will come in this account. So what was the entry for depreciation? Depreciation to provision for depreciation account. That means provision for depreciation account is credited. So come here. So at the end of the year, it is 31, 321 by depreciation account. It is 1 lakh. Done, sir. Then what we'll do? This is like a liability. Like, very important. Like liability for the purpose of accounting. It is not a liability. So it will be carried forward. The balance will be carried forward. So 31,321 2. Balance carried down. Here if you come, again non-current asset is an asset, assets balance will be carried forward. So same thing will be here also, 31,321 by balance carried down. It should be 10 lakh. That closed. Next, we will carry forward the balance to the next year. 1, 4, 21, 2 balance brought down 10 lakhs. Okay. In second year, we are done with, we have started with sales entry. Okay, correct? No? Now this also balance will be brought down for next year. So 1, 4, 21. Okay, this balance opening comes here. By balance brought down, it is. Now we have entered the second year. We have to do sale. While doing sale, again different steps we have. Step number 1. Step number 1 is please give depreciation till the date of sale. So how will we give depreciation under this method? Depreciation to provision for depreciation. So 31,322 by depreciation account 1 lakh. So I have given depreciation till the date of sale. Second, what I have to do? Sir, second, calculate profit or loss. Calculate profit or loss, we have done same thing. Calculate profit or loss, we have done same thing. We have got 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Okay. So it is profit. Profit comes which side? Profit comes debit side. You have put in debit side. Guys, same logic. But in provision for depreciation, no. All that we are doing in non-current asset account. Okay. Now what did I say? First thing, give depreciation till the date of sale, that I have given. Second, calculate profit or loss, and profit comes in debit side, loss comes in credit side. Same thing here. Since it is profit, it comes in debit side. 2. Profit on sale. Next, bank receipt. Bank receipt comes in credit side. 31,322 by bank account. I have received 9,50,000 towards sales. Bank receipt also. If you see, everything is same only. The only problem is in this method of accounting, depreciation is separate. Okay, if you see, non-current asset account consists only of cost component. The depreciation component is there in provision for depreciation account. Two difference. Okay, if I do only accounting in non-current asset account, okay, then the asset is sold, everything is done, and provision for depreciation account still contains the provision of, still contains the accumulated depreciation of asset that is sold. Is it correct? No. The moment asset is sold, the cost component also should go off from non-current asset account, and the depreciation component also should go off from provision for depreciation account. Now what I do is, since the depreciation component is lying here in provision for depreciation account, this I will transfer it to non-current asset account. So how much depreciation I have given till date? 1 lakh 1 year, second year 1 lakh. 2 lakh depreciation I have given till date. This is lying in provision for depreciation account. This I will send it to non-current asset account. So that means it has a credit balance. Okay. Now to transfer it to another account, I have to debit provision for depreciation account and credit, where am I sending it? Non-current asset account. So on the date of sale, I'm sending all the accumulated depreciation to non-current asset account. How much depreciation is accumulated till now? 1 lakh 1 year, 1 lakh second year, 1 plus 1, 2 lakh. Okay. So this will come. Right? Provision for depreciation. So this account is automatically closed because all the depreciation is gone. Now here also if you see, The one extra thing I did is bank came in credit side only, profit came in debit, loss would have come in credit side. One more extra thing that I have done here is the depreciation component was separate in provision for depreciation account. Okay, I don't want that to be there because I'm selling the asset only. Why keep depreciation there? Transfer the depreciation to non-current asset account. So if transferred, if you see all the sale entries are passed, and in our example we had only one asset and that asset is sold. Technically the balance should now be 0. If you see 11 lakh 50, 11 lakh 50, the balance is 0. Automatically the accounts are closed. This also closed, this also closed. Understood? Done. Any doubts? Done. Now one last possibility is under provision for depreciation account is maintained. They can ask you to open NCA disposal account. Okay. Now how will you do it? Same thing guys, nothing different. Open one. Okay, we'll do it. First thing is we require is non-current asset account. Next we'll require is one more thing we'll require is okay. Now first you on 1/4/20 you purchased a non-current asset to bank or cash 10 lakh. Okay, then at the end of the year you will give depreciation. You know depreciation is given in provision for depreciation, not in non-current asset. So 31/3/21 by depreciation it is 1 lakh. Now this is like liability, so the balance will be carried forward to the non-current asset here. This also will be balance will be carried forward. So 31/3/21 by balance carried forward. It should be 1 lakh. Okay. I'm writing it so detailed because I want you to have that clarity. Yeah. When you have good clarity about how it is happening, then that will lead to better understanding. That's why I'm doing it so detailed. Now first year done, accounts closed. Next second year I carried on the balance. So 1/4/21 2 balance brought down extended. Okay. Okay. Second year we have entered. Here also will bring down the balance. Okay. Now we have to start with sale entries. So how did we do in case of NCA disposal? First step was what? Give depreciation till the date of sale. Where will we give depreciation? Here in provision for depreciation. So let's give that 31/3/22 by, I'm doing this in provision for depreciation account because we give depreciation in that account only. So by depreciation account 1 lakh. So first thing done. Second calculate profit or loss. Profit or loss I've calculated. Same thing I get. Profit is 1,50,000. So where will it come? Will profit come in machinery non-current asset account? No. Will it come in provision for depreciation? No. We have a separate account for all this now. We'll put it here. The profit will generally come in this account, debit side, or you can also find it out as balancing figure. Anything is okay. So I've calculated profit or loss. So I'll put it here in the debit side. So 31/3/22 profit on sale 1 lakh. So you calculated profit or loss. Then bank entry. Bank entry I will now record it in NCA disposal. I told you what was the NCA disposal account intention. All the entries with respect to sale will now come to NCA disposal. When you receive money, that also will show it in NCA disposal. So 31/3/22 receivable. I'm already told bank receipt will always come in credit side. If you're following machinery NCA disposal method, it will come in credit of NCA disposal. If you're following that normal other than NCA disposal, then it will come in credit side of NCA. So by bank account, so I've received money of 9 lakh 50,000 rupees that came. So this also done. Now one more thing I did in the previous one was the cost component, the carrying value component was lying in non-current asset account, that I transferred it to non-current asset disposal. Here if you see this method, the cost component is there in NCA and depreciation component is there in provision for depreciation account. I don't want both of them to be there. I'll transfer both of them to NCA disposal. Now the cost component is that one machinery is at 10 lakhs and NCA account is always maintained at cost. This cost I'll transfer it to NCA disposal. So 31,321, send it to, it has a debit balance. So to clear off NCA account, I'll credit NCA and debit NCA disposal account. So by NCA disposal account. So whatever balance I had a debit balance because debit side is more. Now that balance I'm clearing off. So that NCA account is getting decreased. NCA account will get debit NCA disposal. So disposal account 10 lakhs. I sent it to NCA disposal. Done. Now non-current asset clear. Then provision for depreciation. Here we have depreciation component of 2 lakhs. Here 1 lakh, here 2 lakh. This also send it off to NCA disposal account. So provision for depreciation has a credit balance. Now if I am emptying it, okay, your liability like ledger account is getting decreased. So liability like ledger account decreasing, debit provision for depreciation account, credit NCA disposal account. So to NCA disposal account, we have balance of 2 lakh because till now we have given depreciation of 2 lakhs. The entire depreciation I will transfer it to disposal. So if you see, the cost component will always come in debit side only. The cost component was which has come from NCA account. It is 10 lakh. And depreciation component will always come in credit side of disposal account. So by provision for depreciation account 2 lakh. Okay. Here if it comes in the provision for depreciation, the transfer has happened in debit side of provision for depreciation. Here in NCA disposal account, it happens in the opposite side, credit. If you see here also, the NCA disposal has happened in credit side of NCA account. That means here it will come in debit side of NCA disposal account. So ulta, that you know better. Now if you see, I am done with all the sales entry. Now the disposal account should have automatically closed. 10 plus 1, 10 lakh plus 1 lakh 50, 11 lakh 50, 11 lakh. Your account is automatically closed. That means we are done with sales. So the profit on sale is there, NCA disposal account. Either find it as balancing figure, or if you calculate, put it there, then automatically account is normally automatically closed. Clear? So this is about your entire accounting of depreciation. Okay, accounting for acquiring non-current asset, depreciating and selling off non-current asset in all the different types of possibilities and methods. I have told you the accounting. Okay, I hope you have understood and you have got more clarity about depreciation accounting in this video. Okay. Now, what we'll do is I'll take this example question, okay, which involves all that we have learned till now, and we'll apply whatever we have learned till now for this question, and let's gain some more clarity on whatever we have discussed till now. Okay, come on guys. On April 1, 2018, a firm purchased a machinery for 2 lakh rupees on April 1, 2018. On 1st October in the same accounting year, additional machinery costing 1 lakh was purchased. Okay. On October 1, 2019, the machinery which was purchased on April 1, 2018, first this machinery, having become obsolete, was sold off for 90,000 rupees. Now this first machinery was sold off for 90,000. On October 2020, a new machinery was purchased for 2 lakh 50, while the machinery purchased on 1st October 18, this one, 1 lakh, was sold for 85,000 on the same day. The firm provides depreciation on its machinery at 10% per annum on virginal cost, that means SLM. Okay, every time the percentage should be multiplied on the cost only, because under SLM depreciation every year will be same. Show machinery account, provision for depreciation account and depreciation account for the period of 3 accounting years ending 31st March 2021. Now here they are asking machinery, provision for depreciation and depreciation. That means, tell me the classification. That means here the depreciation, what was the first question I told you to ask? Are they giving depreciation by using first method or second method? First method is not using provision for depreciation account. Second is using provision for depreciation. Here if you see in this question, they are using provision for depreciation. Okay. Then after that, second thing is, are we supposed to use machinery disposal or not? Here they have not asked about machinery disposal account. That means they are expecting us to do the accounting without opening machinery disposal only. Okay, that is what they have asked in this question. But for your reference, I will be solving it in all the possibility. Okay, so you should understand. Okay, that means here I will be giving depreciation by using provision for depreciation account, and sales I will do it in both the methods. Okay, in machinery disposal also, without opening machinery disposal also. So you better understand it. Okay. So first, under this the accounts required is machinery account, then provision for depreciation account. Okay. Then one more account also they have asked, that is depreciation account. This also will cover it off. Okay. Generally what I would suggest always is, okay, whenever you have sale and all is involved, first it is better to do the calculations first. Finish the calculations, calculate the depreciation, do the calculations first, then you come to ledger posting. So that approach is always good. So what we'll do is, we'll start with working note, calculation of depreciation and profit or loss on sale. Okay. So what all machineries do we have here? First we have purchased one machinery on 1st April 2018. Next we have purchased one machinery on, that is how much? 2 lakh. So that is 2 lakh. Next one more we have purchased on 1st October 2018 and cost is, it is 1 lakh. One more, on October 19 the machinery purchase was sold. On October 20, October 1, 2020, one more machinery is purchased, that is for 2,50,000 rupees. Okay. Now one by one, the first machinery was sold when? This first machinery which was bought on 1st April 2018 was sold on 1st October 2019. So this was sold on 1st October 2019, and the next machinery was sold on October, new machinery, while the machinery purchased on 18, that was sold on 1st October 2020. So this was sold on 1st October 2020. Next, and the new one which was purchased for 2,50,000, that is not sold, that is there. Okay. Now let's start giving depreciation. First here depreciation for FY 18-19. Okay, that means here how much? Depreciation percentage is 2 lakh into 10%. 2 lakh into 10%. Full year depreciation, yes, purchased on 1/4/18, so full year depreciation, that is 20,000. Okay. Next for this, it is purchased only in October, that means used only for 6 months, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. So 1 lakh into 10% into 6/12, that is 10,000 into 6 by 12, that comes to 5,000. Okay, this no depreciation only because it is purchased in 2021, so nothing here yet. So again, carrying amount as on 31/3/19. 2 lakh minus 20,000 becomes 1 lakh 80,000. Here this becomes, do one thing. Okay, this becomes 95,000. This nothing, it is not purchased only yet. Next, depreciation for financial year 1920. Okay, now 1920 again. This machinery is sold when? In October 19. That means in this year it is used only for 6 months because April, May, June, July, August, September. 1st October it is already sold. So therefore only 6 months depreciation will be given in this year. So 2 lakh. I am using 2 lakh only. Why? Because they are following original cost, that is SLM. So into 10% into 6 by 12, that is 10,000. Here this machinery is sold on 1st October 2020, that is next year. So full year depreciation here 1 lakh into 10%. This is also 10,000. This is purchased when? This is purchased in October 20, not yet purchased. So carrying amount as on 31/3/20 will be 1 lakh 70,000. Here it will be 85,000. Here nothing. Next, here this is already sold, gone by October 19. This machinery is already sold. So what is the sales value for this first machinery? The first machinery is sold for, on October 19, the machinery purchase was sold for 90,000 rupees. The carrying amount is 1,70,000, which is cost minus depreciation, and sold for 90. That means loss is how much? 80,000 rupees is the loss. Okay. Next, depreciation for FY 2020. Now if you see, this is nothing because it's already sold off. This machinery is sold on 1st October 2020. That means in year 2021 it has been used for only 6 months. That is April, May, June, July, August, September. So here depreciation is 1 lakh 10% into 6 by 12. So it comes to 10,000, 5,000 rupees. Okay, this machinery, now this machinery is purchased in October, used for only 6 months. So 2,50,000 into 10% into 6 by 12. So if you see here, 25,000, 2,500, 12,500. This machinery which was bought on 1/10/2018, second machinery, sold on 1/10/2020. So carrying amount will be what? So first one nothing, second one 85,000 minus 5,000, it is 80,000. The next one 2,50,000 minus 12,500, that is 2,37,500. Now what is the sales value? This 80,000 worth machinery is sold for 85,000. So sold for 85,000. That means profit on sale for the second machinery is 5,000. This is not sold. This will be there. Done. Now we have done with all the calculations, depreciation, profit, loss, everything. Now directly let's start posting everything. So the first one will be date, particulars, amount. Date, particulars, amount. Okay, credit, debit. Now first what did we do? On first April 2018 we purchased machinery worth 2 lakh. First April 2018 entries, machinery account debit to cash or bank account, to bank account 2 lakhs, no? 2 lakhs. Then what has happened? Again in 1st October 2018, one more machinery is purchased for 1 lakh. So 1st October 2018 to bank account, one more machinery worth 1 lakh rupees is purchased. Done. Now you have to close this year because all of the transaction which has happened is in next year. Now before closing what I have to do is I have to give depreciation. But will I give depreciation in this account only? No, we have opened provision for depreciation account. So we'll give depreciation in this account. So this will be given generally in the end, 31st March 2019. So 31st March 2019 by depreciation account, kitna? So we have already calculated everything. So for first year, how much is the depreciation? For 18-19, first depreciation is 20,000 plus 5, 25,000. So 25,000. We already have working note number 1. Okay. So done. Now what I'll do, I'll close all the accounts. This balance also I have to just carry forward because it's an asset. So 31,319 by balance carried down, it comes to 3 lakh. So 3 lakh. 3 lakh. Done. Then provision for depreciation also I have to carry forward because it is a liability like ledger. So 31st March 19 to balance carried down 25,000. So total 25,000. Then whenever we gave depreciation, this was the entry we passed. Depreciation account debit to provision for depreciation. So one posting we have to do in depreciation account also. So whenever you give depreciation, the entry you passed is depreciation account debit to provision for depreciation. In this journal entry, depreciation is getting debited. So even in the ledger, it will get debited. So 31 March 19 to provision for depreciation account. How much did we give? 25,000. So 25,000, and depreciation is an expense. This balance will be transferred to P&L at the end of the year. So by P&L account 25,000. Done. Closed. So first year done, guys. Let's enter into the second year. To enter into the second year, first carry forward the balance. 1,419 to balance brought down 3 lakh. So from this year we already have sales, correct? So you have to start applying our steps. 1,419 by balance brought down 25,000. Okay. So done. Now first we have sales entry. Whenever we have sales entry, first give sales entry, then come to depreciation. So first, what are the first step? Give depreciation to the asset that is getting sold till the date of what? Till the date of sale. So come to our working note. Here, the first asset we are selling is the first asset in year 1920. So on this third asset, depreciation is 10,000. First you give it off. So the depreciation will give here. So when are we selling? First October 19. First give depreciation till the date of sale. Only for the asset that is getting sold. So how much? This is the only asset that we are selling, and depreciation on the same is 10,000. So come here. 10,000. So depreciation I have given till the date of sale. Second one, calculate profit or loss. We have already calculated. Profit or loss is loss of 8,000. Where will loss come? Loss will come in credit side. Will it come in provision for depreciation? No, no. Here it will come in machinery account only. Sir, what about disposal? Disposal will do next part. Here we are learning or doing sale entries without opening disposal. If you are not opening disposal account, then all the sale entries will come in machinery account. One extra thing we'll do is whatever balance is there in provision for depreciation with respect to the sold asset, that also will transfer it to machinery account. So correct, no? So profit or loss, we have what it was? We have loss. The loss will come in credit side. Profit comes in debit side, loss comes in credit side. So 31, that's not 31. What is it? 1, 10, 19 by loss on sale. It is 80,000. Okay. Third step, record bank. Bank entry will also come in credit side of machinery account only. So 1, 10, 19 by bank account. How much money did I receive? I received money of 90,000 rupees. I've sold it for 90,000. So bank entry done, loss or profit entry done. Then one thing is the depreciation of this machinery, whichever I'm selling, is there here in provision for depreciation account. That I'll transfer it to machinery account. So whenever I'm transferring, provision for depreciation account is debited. Why? It is a liability like ledger. For increasing it will credit, for decreasing it will debit. Now since I'm transferring it to that account, it is decreasing. So provision for depreciation account is getting debited. On 1/10/19, now I will transfer to machinery account. Sir, how much? How much ever depreciation you have given till date, that much depreciation. How much you have given? 20 I have given, 10 I have given, total 30. 30 I will transfer it to machinery account. 30,000 I transferred, done. So if you come here, 30 you transferred, now it will come here. 1/10/19 by provision for depreciation account. How much? 30,000 came, done. We did everything, we are done with sale entries. Now only thing is, for remaining assets I have to give depreciation at the end of the year, 31/3/20. So what are the remaining assets? This was the sold asset, this depreciation I have given. Remaining asset as of this year is 95. This I will not take because I have not purchased this asset. So 95,000 is the depreciation on remaining assets. Correct, no? So 31/3/20 by depreciation account on remaining assets. Normally depreciation to provision for depreciation. How much it is? If you come here, only thing is 10,000. Like this was the carrying value, not this. The depreciation is 10,000. This we have already given. Remaining is this 10,000 we have given. So by depreciation account 10,000. So we gave depreciation on the remaining assets also. Anything that we purchased in this year? No, nothing we have purchased in this year. Next purchase has happened in 1/10/20. Nothing in 19/20. So we are done with everything. Let's close it off. So how to close it off? Now to close this, just balance it. 31 March 20. So how much? 3 lakh minus subtract all this. 1,73,000 minus 2, remaining will be 1 lakh by balance. Carry down, it is 1 lakh. So this account is closed. 3 lakh. What about this account? This account also you carry forward and leave it. 31/3/20. How much is the balance? 35, 45. 45 minus 30, still we have balance of 15. That we carry forward. So this also closed. Then let's enter next year. Before entering next year, this depreciation. How much depreciation we have charged? On 1/10 we have charged depreciation of 10,000. We'll post it here. 1/10/20. Wherever depreciation has come, just see. So here it has come. That means you have passed depreciation to provision for depreciation. So in that entry, depreciation account is debited posted. On 1/10/19. On 1/10/19 to provision for depreciation account 10,000. Then one more on 31/3/20. On 31/3/20 to provision for depreciation account. How much it was? 10,000 only. So this both are the depreciations charged in this year that I will at the end of the year I'll transfer it to P&L. By P&L account 20,000. Close. Now let's enter into the third year. For third year, please bring down the balance 1,422. Balance brought down 1 lakh. Next, this balance also you bring it off. 1,420 by balance brought down. It is 15,000. I brought down the balance. Next, here also a sale happened. Yes, sale has happened. So first we have to do sale entries. First, which is the asset that we are selling? We are selling the second asset 110/2020. So please give depreciation till the date of sale. First step. What is the depreciation till the date of sale? So if you come here, depreciation till the date of sale is 5,000 rupees. So first we'll give it off. So when did we sell? 1st October 20 by depreciation. That is how much? 5,000. Then second is bank receipt entry. So if you receive bank entry, please put it in machinery account. So when did you receive? 110/20 by bank. How much did you receive? We have received money of how much? Sales value 85,000 we have received. So 85,000. Then we have profit or loss you have to do. Profit or loss is 5,000 profit we have got if you see. Profit on sale on second machinery is 5,000 profit. So profit will come in debit side. So 110/22 profit on sale is 5,000. So profit, bank, both done. Then we have provision for, we have depreciation component in provision for depreciation account, that I'll transfer it to machinery account. So how much depreciation we have? Till now how much we have charged? 5 plus 10 plus 5. 5 plus 10 plus 5. It is 20,000. Transfer 20,000 from provision for depreciation to machinery account. So whenever you are transferring, provision for depreciation account is getting debited because it's a liability like ledger. When you transfer it, that is decreasing. So liability like decreasing, debit. So it is 20,000 rupees that you transfer to machinery account. Now it will come to machinery account. 110/20 by provision for depreciation account. This is 20,000. Clear? All of you? Done? Now I'm done with all the sales entry that is there. I'm done. Now what I'll do? I'll give depreciation on the remaining assets and then close it off. What is the depreciation on the remaining assets? Now these two are gone. The remaining assets is this. What is the depreciation? 12,500. So that much depreciation I'll give it off. So depreciation I'll give here. 31,321 by depreciation account 12,500. I gave depreciation on the remaining assets also. Now I will balance everything and close it. So close, balance this 31. Hey, one more thing should have happened actually. One more thing is, in this year only we have purchased one more asset, no? Here, this asset. This we have purchased on 110/20, that we have not put in, so we'll put it off. On 110/20 we have purchased one new asset. To bank account 2,50,000. Okay, now let's balance it. 31,321 by balance carried down. It should be 2,50,000. So this account is closed. If you come to provision for depreciation, balance it. To balance carried down 20 count, the balance carried down is 12,500. So you are done with this also. Third year depreciation you have to post it here. So how much depreciation I have given in third year? On 110/20, 5,000. On 31,321, 12,500. on 1/10/20 5,000 to on 31/3/21 the entire will be transferred to P&L account at the end of the year. By P&L account 17,500. Close. So we are done with the entire accounting Damal. This is how you do the sale accounting when provision for depreciation account is maintained and when they have not asked for machinery disposal. Sir, what to do if they have asked for machinery disposal? One thing what you will do is, if they have asked for machinery disposal, they have asked. In this question they have not asked, but I am including. So in that case, what would have happened to machinery account? Okay, on 1st October, I'll take this only as the reference. On 1st October we have purchased machinery of 2 lakh. On 1st April we have purchased machinery of 2 lakh. To bank account 2 lakh. 1/10/2018 we have purchased one more machinery for 1 lakh. Okay, done. Will depreciation come here? No. So what we'll do? Close this account. By balance, carry it down. 3 lakh. So done. Then one more account that will be there is provision for depreciation. So how much is first year depreciation? So we've already recorded, no? Come here. First year depreciation will be 25,000. So here also same. So first year depreciation 31/3/19 by depreciation account 25,000. This also I will carry forward. So done. Second year will carry forward the balance. So 1/4/19 to balance brought down 3 lakh. I'll also bring down the balance of this 1/4/20. So 19 by balance brought down 25,000. Next, from here we have sale entry. So first thing is, please give depreciation for this machinery that you are selling till the date of sale. So by depreciation, it will not come here, it will come here. Depreciation, because in provision for depreciation we give depreciation in provision for depreciation. So 1/10/19 by depreciation account. How much have I given? Go back. See, come here only. How much I gave? 10,000. Here only, no guys. For the machinery that I am selling, we have done the working, no? This is the machinery I am selling first, and the depreciation till the date of sale is 10,000 rupees, which I have given. Then what I do? Now I have to do the sale entries. For sale entries, I open one more account called as machinery disposal account. So first thing what I'll do, whatever bank I've received money, that I'll put here only. It will generally come in credit side. 1/10/19 only, 1/10/19 by bank account. How much have I got? If you come here and understand, you've got 85,000 rupees are here. You've got 90,000 rupees in bank for the first asset. So by bank account 90,000. Then what? The cost component is lying in machinery account. That I have to bring it to machinery disposal account. How much is the cost component? Come here only. If you see, the cost component of the asset I am first selling is 2 lakhs. In machinery account only cost will be there, because depreciation is sitting in provision for depreciation account. So only cost component will be there in machinery account. The cost component is 2 lakhs that I will transfer from machinery account to disposal account. So sorry guys, depreciation should have come here, that is 10,000. Okay, here it will not come, not in machinery account, sorry. Depreciation will come in provision for depreciation. Now by machinery disposal account, I am transferring 2 lakh, the cost component. Done. Now this will come to machinery disposal account. 11019 to machinery account, 2 lakhs has come from there. Then the depreciation component is there in provision for depreciation. Sir, how much? Easily. Till date, how much depreciation you have given? 20 plus 10. So 30 I have given. 30 you transfer it to provision, from provision for depreciation. 30 is the accumulated depreciation with respect to that first asset which we are selling now. That you transfer it to machinery disposal. 31, 1, 10, 19 to machinery disposal account. How much it is? 30,000. So this will come here. So 1, 10, 19 by provision for depreciation account, 30,000 has come. Then have you calculated profit or loss? Yes, the profit or loss is 80. Loss will come in credit side or debit side of disposal account. It will come in credit side. Loss always comes in credit side of machinery disposal. Profit comes in debit side. So 1, 10, 19 by loss on sale, which is 80,000. Now if you have put everything, it should have automatically closed. See, it is automatically closed. 120 plus 80, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs done. Now that we are done with everything, close all the accounts. No, we are not done. We are done with sale entries. We have to give depreciation on the remaining assets for the second year. So what is the depreciation on the remaining assets? So if first asset is gone, remaining 10,000 depreciation is there for the remaining assets that have to still give. So in the end of year, 31 March 20 by depreciation account, remaining depreciation is 10,000 done. So balance should be to balance carried down, it should be 15,000. This and all is same. Okay. This also this also we have to close. So 31 3 20 by balance carried down, 3 minus 2 1. This account is closed. Let's carry forward the balance to next year. 2 balance brought down 1 lakh. In this year I have purchased one more machinery on 11020, that is 2 bank account 2 lakh 50,000 on 11020 we have sold one machinery. So first step, give depreciation till the date of sale. Depreciation will be given here. So let's first carry down the balance. 1420 by balance brought down 15,000. Then on 11020 sale is happening. Till that date, first give depreciation on the sold asset. By depreciation account, kitna? See the working note. So this is what I am selling. So in that year, 10,000 is the depreciation I am giving till the date of sale, not 10,000. Here, till the date of sale, I am giving depreciation is 5,000. So by depreciation account, 5,000. Second is all the bank entry and stuff. So the bank entry comes here, credit side 11020 by bank. How much money have I received? I have received 85,000 rupees. If you see, how much I sold it for? 85,000. Then profit or loss. In this case, we have profit. Profit comes in the debit side. So 11022 profit on sale 5,000. Then you have cost component lying in machinery account, correct? No? So how much is the cost component? The cost component of the second machinery, if you see, is cost component of the second machinery that we are selling is 1 lakh rupees. So that 1 lakh I transfer it from machinery account to machinery disposal account. 1 lakh. Okay, so this I did. Then from provision for depreciation I transferred the depreciation charge till date. What is the depreciation charge till date on the machinery that I sold? See, 5, 10, 15, 15 plus 5, 20. 20,000 is charged till now, that I will transfer from provision for depreciation to machinery disposal. So 1, 10, 22 machinery disposal account. How much? 20,000 till date. So it will come in machinery disposal account. 1, 10, 20 by provision for depreciation account. Till date was 5, 10, 15, 20. 20,000. Then that cost component which we transferred, this will come here. So 1, 10, 22 machinery account component was 1 lakh. So generally in machinery disposal account, cost comes in debit side only. Accumulated depreciation comes in credit side. Bank comes in credit side. Loss comes in credit side. Profit comes in debit side. Standard format guys. What will come in debit? The cost component and profit comes in debit side. The bank receipt, the accumulated depreciation and loss comes in the credit side. Standard template. So machinery account. So what did we do? So everything pertaining to disposal account has come. Everything related to sale. If you have done everything correctly, then it should automatically close. 1 lakh 5, 1 lakh 5 closed. Done. We have done. Mostly we have done correctly. Then we'll close. Then one more thing. On the remaining assets, please give depreciation. What are the remaining assets? The remaining asset is this lot, and the depreciation on that is 12,500. Let's give that. That is given in provision for depreciation. So 31, 3, 20 by depreciation account. It is how much? 12,500. Now let's start balancing everything. So first 31. I'm first closing machinery account. 31, 3, 21 by balance carried down. How much? 2,50,000. So this is closed. Machinery disposal is already closed. This we have to balance. 31, 3, 21. Just 31, 3, 21. This also 31, 3, 20. Okay, 31, 3, 21. 2. Balance carried down. How much? It is 12,500. So done. We are done with the sale entries and the accounting for sale by opening machinery disposal account also. Then guys, understood? So in both way I have showed you. I hope now the accounting for depreciation has become a little simple to you. If you want me to solve more questions on these, please comment down below. If you have understood depreciation accounting a little better, then please show some love by liking this video, sharing this video and subscribing to this channel. I'll be coming up with some more videos like this for you to help in your CA Foundation account. But for that, if you want to know that actually I am doing videos, if you want to know or if you want to get notified the moment the videos come to your YouTube, please press that bell icon. The moment you press that bell icon, you'll get the notification of all the videos that I've recorded and put in YouTube. So that will be of some use and some help to you. With that said guys, please like, share, subscribe this channel. Please show some love in the comment section. I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye. All the best.